My name is YANGOUO Mbouombouo Arafat, and I'm an English and communication coach. So I help a lot of people to overcome the fear of speaking English language. Professional civil servant. I'm really proud to be on this podcast. A lot of things going to be shared to help people to overcome the fear and speak English language with clarity and confidence.
L'éducation est l'arme la plus puissante que nous pouvons utiliser pour changer ce monde, disait Nelson Mandela. Bonjour à toutes et à tous. Bienvenue dans ce nouveau numéro du podcast de l'association Éveil Visuel, Derrière Le Regard. Je suis très ravie de vous accueillir aujourd'hui. Et nous avons avec nous une personne très motivée et engagée. Sans plus tarder, je vais déjà lui demander de se présenter.
Okay, that was really prolific of yours. Without further ado, I would like to present myself the best again. My name is YANGOUO Mbouombouo Arafat, and I'm an English and communication coach. So I help a lot of people to overcome the fear of speaking English language. So people for all walks of life, being businessmen, professional civil servant, students, and many people trying to use English language to do a lot of things in the future. So I'm there to help them to overcome the fear and be ready to speak English, because English language is the language of the 21st century. So you can't do anything without English language. So I think that's it with my presentation. Thanks for having me. And I'm really proud to be on this podcast. A lot of things going to be shared to help people to overcome the fear and speak English language with clarity and confidence. So, because that's my main work. Thanks for having me once more again.
Okay, thank you. I can see that you are bilingual.
Yeah, 100%.
So let's carry on our conversation in this beautiful language.
Okay, thanks for real.
I will ask you, what is or what are, if you have many passions? Do you have?
Okay, talking about my passions concerning English language, there are a lot of them, being like English language is a language that I use every day. Even outside of my professional work, I use English language to interact and do a lot of things. First thing, I use English language to listen to music, to interact with other friends from other countries. And I too do use it to write some poems, use it with my friends. Yeah, that's it for sure. I can say a lot of things about that. But there's a lot of things that we said about English language because it's a language I use on a daily basis. So I appreciate it.
So how do you organize your day to be productive and motivated?
Okay, that's a great question. And I'm really proud you probably asked me the question. The first thing I need to say is to have a productive day, I do usually produce everything before I sleep. I organize everything, my stuff. For example, if I'm to work about 5 o'clock, I have to set my alarm to wake up at 4:30. Now I got to send my prayers, and after that I jump straight in, take a book, revise, work out for a little bit, 5 minutes, to my brain to get all the senses. I'm ready to restart a day with a productive mindset. So I was saying that the first thing to do is to have a good planification the day before sleeping. So I think that's how I do to win my day and have a productive day, as you said earlier. That was a great question. I do appreciate it from you. It was so cool. Yeah.
That's so inspiring.
For real.
Now I want us to speak about a topic that's very important.
That's it for real.
The role of English in this world.
Okay. To start with, as I said, the English language is a language of international affairs and a lot of things. It's a lingua franca. Talking about lingua franca is a language that is used by people we don't share the same mother tongue. You know what I'm saying? Being for example, as right now I'm based in Burkina Faso. If I want to speak with someone, I can't speak French maybe. I'm taking this out. I can speak French, but maybe if I can speak French, or I can speak Mori or Jula, the only language that's going to make us communicate is English language. So it bridges cultures, you know what I'm saying? It brings cultures together. So that's what I can say. And also, talking about the technology, talking about social media, a lot of people that are involved in content creation, they do speak English language because a lot of things have been said in English. So if you can speak English language, I think you're probably losing a lot of things. And for someone who is maybe from Burkina Faso and wants to have do a deal with someone living in Russia, living in China, living in Italy, they got to have a language in common. And the language is going to be English language because I can't speak Italian, I can't speak Mandarin, I can't speak maybe, I don't know, German, but the language I will speak is English language, and that we're going to make our fair and that they're going to be okay. So that thing, English language should be crucial nowadays. A lot of people are underestimating this language, but you can't do it without it. We can't really do without English language. So, and with that being said, everyone needs to really study and learn English language maybe just for the beauty of the language too, English language is really beautiful. When you speak that, people are like, dang, I like what you speak, you know what I'm saying? So I think English language is a very beautiful language, and a lot of people are going to use it in this our modern day. Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
And can you tell us how has speaking English changed your life, your professional life or personal life?
Okay, that's an interesting question from you, Let me take you back to 2020, 22, when I was seeing back then I used to speak English, but it was just like I was struggling, you know what I'm saying? I knew the grammar, but once it came for me to speak, just like the grammar left me, I was trying to maybe make mistakes, because I was like, maybe if I say this, it will be wrong. People will say, bro, that's not how we speak it. So with time, I learned that English language not to master a lot of grammar, But the first thing to do is you need to be organized, to learn the language, to you don't need to learn English language by having grammars, but you need to have confidence in what you're doing. Because I will take an example. Someone who wants to really endeavor or to level his English language by speaking. All he needs to do is the first thing is I don't want people to be copying American accent or British accent. You can be using an African accent, but what it really matters you need to be confident about what you're saying, because someone will be speaking better. By the end of the day, the person is not fluent. You need to have that fluency. Master what you're doing, master your English. No master, don't like to make me the Americans and British. No. That's what people feel. A lot of people want to speak American, give me a cup of water and do this. No, we don't need that. You need to have that confidence, that clarity in speaking. So with that being said, you asked me the question earlier, how has English language, speaking English language has changed my professional and normal life? The first thing, talking about professional, thanks to English language, I have a lot of opportunities. Sometimes I get connected with people from NGOs, also people coming from other countries, maybe visiting Burkina Faso, and they're not familiar with French language. So you contact someone that knows how to speak English language, And the time, for the moment, it's the best of both worlds. And speaking the beautiful language and at the same time earning an income, you know what I'm saying? And that's super great. Talking about my personal life in English language, and I use English language I can say my mother tongue. Because I can't spend a day without speaking English language. It's part and parcel of me. Everything I'm doing, whether I have my phone, is in English. Any movie I'm watching is in English. Any interaction I'm having, all this in English. So I think I'm just British, but at the end of the day, So English language has really changed my life, both personal and professional ways. Okay, I do appreciate that.
We can see that English is a part of his daily life. So I will ask him a question. A very important question for you. What advice can you give to the young people who are afraid to speak English?
Okay, that's really an aspect I really want to touch. That's really crucial. That's a crucial question because a lot of people really want to learn English language, but they're afraid to how am I going to start? You don't need to be great to start. You need to start to be great. And with that being said, what I would say that you need to embrace mistakes, because mistakes are part of the journey to probably be a successful person in English language. So what I would tell them is you need to really put yourself into work, no pain, no gain. So you need to work so hard to achieve what you want. And with that, hard work, hit the books, no be trying to imitate someone, what I'm saying? Be when someone get into group chat, what I'm saying? Now we live in a modern world, we have many apps. AI can probably assist you to have a daily conversation and leverage your level in English language. So the thing I would tell them is that embrace mistakes, have a purpose and desire to learn the language. So embrace mistakes, and always I would take the choose or progression over what I call perfectionism. No, you need to be perfect. You just need to progress with time. That's going to win. Steady, going to win the race. So that's it for real. And with that being said, I think I'm done with this line of questioning.
Okay. So don't be afraid. Try to improve your English. Now, I want you to tell me, do you know Éveil Visuel?
Oh, okay. Éveil Visuel is probably a great team, and I do appreciate what they're doing because they do a lot of things for the youth, you know what I'm saying? Be like giving good advice going to change them. Like being, you know, in more time, a lot of youth people are diverting, doing negative things that are impacting them, and are doing great things. So with this team, Éveil Vision, I've seen a lot of things about them, like short videos, like how to advise youth to like stop doing like addiction, maybe to drugs, maybe get into other things that will make them to really leverage their level or be good in the society. So what they're doing is a societal issue, and that's the reason why I want to be part of you, because you're doing a great job. And I appreciate you with all your team, and that's great what you're doing. Yeah, for real.
Finally, what message would you like to leave for our audience today?
Okay, thanks again for asking this last question. Je vais devoir dire ça en français, comme je suis au Burkina, voilà. La première chose qui veut dire, c'est que l'anglais, c'est une langue incontournable ici au XXIe siècle. Donc, tu ne peux rien faire sans l'anglais, en fait. Genre, même si tu veux faire du business, créer les contenus sur les réseaux sociaux, il te faut l'anglais. Donc, c'est ça aussi. Et pour ceux qui veulent vraiment apprendre l'anglais, il ne faut pas que tu as peur de souvent commettre des fautes, et se dire non, si je commets des fautes, les gens vont me rire. Non, non. C'est comme ça, c'est en commettant des fautes qu'on devient, comment dire, en anglais, you become a professional in what you're doing. So, faut commencer où tu es et avoir la confiance en soi. Faut pas seulement, souvent, voir les Américains qui vous frustrent, talking about, non, faut pas voir ça là. C'est que tu peux juste avoir la confiance en soi. Ça peut aller. Donc, you need to start where you are and you gotta make things happen. As I always said, for sure, like, you don't need to be great to start, you need to start to be great. Like, more making mistakes, with time, you're gonna enable yourself and be great. And English language gonna be just like a marathon, you know. And start thinking in English, always think in English, do everything in English, immerse yourself in English, even at home. Just like write anything and just be reading. Record yourself even when you're alone. Record and listen to yourself like, am I doing, is it correct? Like if you're not correct, perfect yourself with time, you're gonna like, you know. Okay, thanks for having me once more again. I'm really, really over the moon to be on this podcast. You know, so Éveil Visuel probably doing a great job. And I hope in future we're gonna make better things. And thanks one more for having me. We're all together. Éveil Visuel, we're gonna make it. Okay.
So thank you.
Okay, that was a pleasure, and I do appreciate it. You know, I also like a way of speaking. You know, being in a francophone country, having a beautiful lady that you speak in language. You know, that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, thanks for having me.
For your time and for sharing.
Okay. That, you know, for me, it was just a pleasure. I appreciate it. Okay, great.
And to our audience, thank you for watching. Vous avez des questions pour lui? N'hésitez pas à commenter.